That's right, it's finals time here in Saquarema. It's an all-European final. Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri up against Yolanda Hopkins right here. And Yo-Yo, you said super motivated. After qualification, she says, you know what, I want to win a Challenger Series before I get on the championship tour. This was the first wave for Yolanda Hopkins. Actually, this is the second wave. We had a first wave, it was an up and out, a short wave for Yolanda Hopkins, a 1.5. Second wave, we're waiting for that score. Also an up and out for Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri. Second final appearance this season for Yo-Yo.
Yeah, here's Yo-Yo up and riding. A quick snap right there. Tried to force another turn. And nice combo. It was a really small wave, but she was able to put a lot of turns. And she had that semifinals with her sister. She's really in tune. Look right there how cool it was.
For Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri. Yo-Yo staying busy. Wave number 3 for the Portuguese surfers. Nice snap off the top. Comes around the corner here and another snap on the backhand. Just work like surfing and nice flow, nice tempo, doing what she needs. She's going to throw away that 1.5 and increase her scoreline with that effort.
Let's see it again. Nice snap off the top. Comes around the corner. Another one. The waves keep like providing a clean face for her. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be her best score.
I like the connectivity and coming around from the behind to get back into the open face. Powerful surfing on display by Yolanda Hopkins in 2023. This is a 3.23 for Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri. But past Eli, we'll see if Eli can pay him back in this final. That's got to be in the competitors' minds as well, because they keep track of everyone they've surfed against, whether they've won or lost against them either. And 10,000 points would really help her effort to get on the championship tour. Attempt there by Yolanda Hopkins, Eli Hanneman. And the momentum chaser for this surfer right here. Etxabarri has always been good, light-footed through the left, sees nothing in the future on that one, kicks out. And so that will, her scoreline will remain with a 6.83. There is Adur Amatriain.
Yeah, we saw this happening with Jordan Lawler in the very first heat of this day. Oh.
Well, we can scratch that as a scene changer, because Yolanda Hopkins gets priority right back. Heat control, Maida, with Yolanda. She has the lead and she has priority.
It's really good when you have like the lead and also the priority. Now she chose that wave that looks pretty great.
Good looking set wave here, given the conditions. Combination of 2 maneuvers, looking to replace a 4-point ride, Yolanda Hopkins.
Yeah, it was interesting how this wave break a little further. Kind of steeper wave. Not that section, but this one, very vertical. She was very smart surfing right there. Look, banger.
Yeah. And you can also see that front foot grip on Yolanda Hopkins. I think the only, and John, that's her coach. I like it. Been enjoying my time in Brazil, as I do every year. Come here a couple times a year for the last 4 or 5 years, and just always really, really happy with the culture, but also how just cool my whole crew is that I work with every single time. This is a grindy event. You know, we saw with 80 men, 48 women, and it's really nice to work with a crew that you get along with and that has that spirit of Tamo Junto. We all do it together. Putting it together right here, Yolanda Hopkins, under priority, finds this one, and Yo-Yo goes up and down a couple times, just like her nickname. John says, you know what? Right here is that she's able to push from the back foot on those turns, but watch when she gets into this flat section, she's all front foot. Just gets through that and gets another turn on the backhand.
Yeah, really smart surfing, really adapt to the conditions.
Yeah, it's full gas and clutch, you know? Of course, your front foot on a board. Let's talk about this happened during the break. This was a 5.4, so not top two for Yolanda Hopkins. The big W. She wants the big win on the Challenger Series to go and give her some momentum onto the championship tour. Here she comes again under priority, back up in the lip there, times it well with the backwash again, just muscles through that second section. And just putting it together, you can see all the momentum right now in this final is with Yolanda Hopkins. She wants a victory so bad.
How she could find that steeper section right there, just bangs it, nice turn to make a combo, and sticking with that for another turn in the inside. Yeah, it really amazes me how she's finding those turns.
Annette trying to answer back, get back into this final. Nice hook on the backhand, finds a little more open face. Throws a couple of body torquing snaps, and I believe she's going to improve upon her heat total with that effort. But the last effort right here from Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri, Maida.
Yeah, I think it's going to be her best wave so far in this heat. If you're around, you can just come to the beach to cheer. And Annette,
3 hangers on the backhand. Previous wave for Annette Gonzalez Etxabarri was a 5.33. So she once had a requirement of a 9.56, like an excellent score. Let's take another look. We're waiting for this score.
yeah, snap off the top, dealing with the bouncing wave, but beautiful turn right there. Good combo, but I don't think it's going to get there. She needs a 7.83. But if she gets something better than the 5.33, she can decrease the requirement.
She's let the girl go on one right now, but it was rubbish, so she's using her priority well. I just want her to close this out and get the win. I mean, it's been a fantastic week. We've achieved everything we wanted, and the icing on the cake will be to win this out. Hang on, the other girl's on a wave. It's okay, but nope. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's not an 8. That's it. Yeah, if I could tell her anything now, it would just be keep doing what we've trained all the time, how to control the heat at the end.
The realization right now, the hooter blows. It's official. Yo. And Portugal, John gets the sigh of relief. And Yolanda Hopkins came in after she qualified for the championship tour, said, I wouldn't be right for me to get onto the championship tour without a win on the Challenger Series. Well, Yolanda Hopkins, you just did that. Our Banco do Brasil Saquarema Pro, Corona, presented by Corona Cero champion, Yolanda Hopkins. And it's time to hoist up that Portuguese flag.
Yeah, the Portuguese flag. And we could see how such a hard worker she is. She already won, and she was talking about waves, like how she found those steeper sections. Very nice. What a lovely story. Congratulations, Yo-Yo. Amazing week, amazing surfing, showing all of your strengths here. And also, she was capable to adapt herself in every single conditions in Itaúna.
Yeah. Well, that's the victory ride on the Banco do Brasil ski for Yolanda Hopkins. What a trip to Brazil for the Portuguese surfer. Made all her dreams come true here. Qualification and a big win.
For sure, Saquarema, it's going to be a place that she will keep loving it, because all the dreams, first victory, as you mentioned, Kaipo, and also qualified with two events ahead. Lovely. Going to Hawaii, just like feeling confident, free to improve her surfing in barreling waves. How amazing it is.
Yeah, she's got a bright end of the season on the Challenger Series. No pressure for Yolanda Hopkins, and momentum going into Pipeline. All smiles from Hopkins, and another you know, a historic addition to the championship tour for the country of Portugal. Of course, we see Tiago Pires on the championship tour before. We saw Frederico Moraes on the championship tour before. We saw some wild cards from Teresa Bonvolo on the championship tour, but this is going to be Portugal's first full-time championship tour women's surfer. She's making some history there.
Yeah, a lot of history, and she's going to be like a force there for Portugal. It's going to be interesting to see how she will adapt herself to the waves that we see in the championship tour. She has a lot of strength in many of those waves.
Yep, and when you win, you get the water taxi service. You get a loop around, and you get a water taxi service right to the shore for Yolanda Hopkins. Again, your Banco do Brasil Saquarema Pro champion.
Yeah, we saw her like being carried when she qualified this week, and we're gonna see it again right now.
Time for the celebration for Hopkins and the chair up for Yo-Yo.
Oh my God. Steep section right there, Kaipo.
It's okay. Well, that's where the backwash comes from, but hoisted up again, handed the Portuguese flag, and there you go. Your champion on the women's side, Yolanda Hopkins, Yo-Yo. Like her nickname, her career's had ups, it's downs, but right now, Yo-Yo on the biggest pinnacle that she's had so far in her professional surfing career. A win on the Challenger Series, qualification for the championship tour. This is big news for Portugal, and we can't wait to celebrate with Yolanda Hopkins with this historic victory.
Pictures for the books, Kaipo.